The Sigma male isn't new to you. You've seen the mindset breakdowns. But this video isn't about defining him. It's about exposing a side most people overlook, his terrifying intelligence. This isn't the kind of intelligence that wins trivia nights or aces standardized tests. It's deeper, quieter, more dangerous. Sigma males don't seek attention. They don't play social games. But they see everything, and that's where their power starts. What sets them apart is how they think. While others are caught in distractions, they're locked in on patterns, details, and motives. They're not loud in the room, but they're often the smartest person in it. They study the system, understand it, and then quietly figure out how to move through it, on their terms. This type of intelligence doesn't just get results, it changes outcomes. Sigma males don't react to pressure, they dissect it. They don't need validation to know they're right. And when they choose to act, it's sharp, intentional, and often game-changing. In this video, we'll break down the specific ways this intelligence works. You'll see how their minds operate in silence, and why that silence is so powerful. You'll learn how they analyze, solve, adapt, and outthink without ever asking for praise. Because when you understand the intelligence of a Sigma male, you start to see why people don't notice them until it's already too late. Number 1. Deep analytical thinking. Sigma males are analysts by nature. While others react, they observe. They don't jump to conclusions. They break things down, quietly and thoroughly. When they face a problem, they look deeper than most. It's not just what happened, but why did it happen, and what's the root cause? This mindset leads them to solutions others miss. They aren't trying to be clever. They're trying to understand. In conversations, they may seem distant, but they're actually processing everything. Your words, your body language, even what you're not saying. It's why they can read people so well. They catch inconsistencies, sense motives, and file it all away. At work, they excel in roles where logic and depth matter. Engineering, software, finance, fields that reward deep focus. They won't talk much in meetings, but when they do, they'll point out what everyone else missed. Their insights feel obvious after they say them. They also think long-term. Sigma males don't just fix problems. They look for patterns over time and build systems to avoid future issues. Their brain is always scanning for better ways to operate. And here's the quiet part that unnerves people. Sigma males don't need external feedback. They trust their process. While others panic over judgment or opinions, the Sigma male is running his own internal system of logic. If the results match the analysis, that's enough. This kind of deep thinking gives Sigma males a serious edge. It's not loud, it's not flashy, but it's precise, effective, and always one step ahead. Number 2. Innovative problem solving. Sigma males aren't just smart, they're creative thinkers. But not in the traditional artsy way. Their creativity shows up in how they solve problems. When others hit a wall, the Sigma male builds a door. They don't follow templates or copy what's been done before. They analyze the situation, strip it down to the basics, and rebuild it in a new way. This makes their solutions stand out. They don't just fix things, they improve them. What makes them good at this? First, they think independently. They don't need a team to come up with ideas. In fact, they often do better alone. Without outside noise, they go deeper, think clearer, and explore new angles others ignore. Second, they take risks, but calculated ones. A Sigma male doesn't guess. He looks at the data, the pattern, the timing, then he acts. Sometimes it seems bold, even strange, but more often than not it works, because he's done the mental work in silence. This problem-solving style can show up in daily life or big moments. A Sigma male might spot a way to save hours on a task no one questioned, or he might launch a business built on a tiny detail others overlooked. These moments feel random to outsiders, but they're not. They're the result of careful thought. While others are asking, "What should we do now?" the Sigma male is already testing options. His mind is a lab, always experimenting. That's the scary part. His solutions don't just work, they change the game. Number 3. emotional intelligence and social acumen. Sigma males might seem cold or distant, but that's only the surface. Underneath, they often have high emotional intelligence. The difference is they use it differently. They don't show emotions easily. They don't overshare or open up to just anyone. But they're good at reading people. They notice moods, tone, body language. It's not magic, it's awareness. They pay attention to what others miss. This gives them an edge in social settings. Even if they don't enjoy crowds or small talk, they know how to navigate social dynamics. They can read a room fast. Who's confident, who's lying, who's nervous, they see it all. They also don't get pulled into drama. While others get caught in emotional noise, Sigma males stay calm. They think before they react. This makes them reliable during conflict. People trust them to stay steady when things get messy. And here's the twist. They use their emotional intelligence to stay independent. They understand emotions, but they don't let them take control. They can feel something, process it, and still make logical decisions. That balance makes them harder to manipulate. In relationships, this shows up in deep loyalty, but also high standards. Sigma males don't play games. They want honesty, depth, and space. If they sense manipulation or fakeness, they're gone. So while they may not be the life of the party, Sigma males often end up being the person people quietly turn to when it really matters. Because they don't just get emotions, they control them. Number 4. Strategic independence. If there's one thing Sigma males value above all else, it's independence. But it's not just about doing things alone, it's about doing them smart. Strategic independence is what separates Sigma males from people who are simply loners. They don't avoid groups because they can't fit in. They avoid them because most groups slow them down. Sigma males want freedom to think, move, and act without permission. But that freedom comes with responsibility, and they're ready for it. Everything they do is calculated. When they make decisions, they don't rush. They plan. They research. They look at long-term effects. This planning allows them to move through life without needing constant help or advice. In the workplace, this shows up as quiet leadership. They don't bark orders or crave titles, but they often become the backbone of a team because they handle tasks efficiently and without drama. They don't rely on others, and they don't make excuses. In personal life, they manage their time, money, and emotions with discipline. They're not impulsive. If they want something, they work for it quietly. If something no longer serves them, they walk away. What makes this terrifying to some is how easily Sigma males can detach. If a job, relationship, or environment stops making sense, they don't argue, they disappear. Not out of anger, but strategy. They won't waste time trying to fix broken systems they didn't build. That ability to walk alone and win isn't just rare, it's powerful. Number 5. Adaptability and versatility. Sigma males aren't stuck in one mode. They can shift, adjust, and evolve faster than most. That's because they don't cling to identity or routine. They respond to reality, not rules. They don't resist change. They analyze it. If something in life changes, a job, a plan, even the world around them, they don't panic. They pivot, quickly and often better than others. This adaptability makes them dangerous in a good way. You can't predict them. They also learn fast. Sigma males might not talk much, but they absorb everything: skills, systems, people. If they don't know something, they'll study it until they do. And once they've got it, they apply it fast. This makes them versatile. 1 month, they're learning coding. The next, they're deep into philosophy or real estate or martial arts. Not because they're bored, but because their mind craves challenge. They want to master many things, not to show off, but to be ready for anything. This also helps them survive in any environment. New job, new country, new crisis. They adapt. They observe, learn the rules, and start playing the game better than people who've been there for years. But they don't brag about this. In fact, many people never realize how skilled a Sigma male is until it's obvious, usually when he's already 3 steps ahead. This quiet, flexible strength keeps them relevant, resilient, and nearly impossible to pin down. Number 6. Lifelong learning and intellectual curiosity. Sigma males are never done learning. Not because they have to, but because they want to. Their brains crave information, challenges, and new ways to grow. This isn't about collecting degrees or flexing knowledge. It's about understanding the world on a deeper level. While many people slow down after school or once they get a job, Sigma males keep going. They read, study, research, experiment. Their curiosity is constant. They want to know how things work, whether it's psychology, business, philosophy, or tech. This kind of curiosity keeps them sharp. It also makes them hard to fool. When someone tries to sell them lies, they've usually already studied the truth. When trends shift or systems collapse, they're prepared because they've been watching, learning, and adjusting behind the scenes. Sigma males also connect dots others don't. Because they learn across different fields, they start to notice patterns. They'll apply something they learned in biology to a business problem, or use a historical idea to improve a modern system. That mix of knowledge gives them an edge. What's even more impressive is their discipline. They don't wait for someone to push them. They take initiative. Whether it's learning a new language or mastering a new skill, they build their own path, quietly, steadily. This commitment to growth also makes them humble. They know how much they don't know, but instead of feeling weak, that drives them harder. They don't fake being experts, they work to become one. It's not just intelligence, it's hunger. Conclusion: the intelligence of Sigma males doesn't shout. It doesn't beg to be noticed. It simply moves, quietly, precisely, and with purpose. Throughout this video, we've explored what makes that intelligence so powerful. And honestly, a little intimidating. It's not just about being book-smart or clever in conversations. It's the kind of intelligence that rewrites outcomes without ever trying to steal the spotlight. Sigma males aren't playing the same game as everyone else. While most people are chasing attention, climbing ladders, or trying to fit into social molds, Sigma males are observing it all from the outside. Not because they're antisocial or bitter, but because they know their mind works better that way, when it's free, unbothered, and focused. Their thinking is deeper. Their problem-solving is sharper. Their emotional control is stronger. But what really sets them apart is that they're always evolving. The moment they understand something, they move on to the next challenge, the next idea, the next layer. They don't just adapt, they prepare. They don't just learn, they absorb. That's why their intelligence feels almost hidden, until it suddenly shows up in big ways. They make silent moves that lead to loud results. What makes this terrifying isn't that Sigma males are trying to dominate anyone. They're not. What's scary is how much power can come from someone who doesn't seek it, who just quietly builds it. While others are fighting to be seen, the Sigma male is learning how to win without needing recognition at all. This creates a huge shift in how we think about intelligence. It's not the loudest person in the room who holds the answers. It's often the quietest, the one watching, listening, analyzing, and calculating. In a world filled with noise, the Sigma male's mind is a weapon, a silent, sharp, unstoppable weapon. And that's what people often don't realize until it's too late. They underestimate the guy who keeps to himself. They misread the quiet one. They overlook the man who doesn't follow the crowd. And that's the biggest mistake. Because while everyone else is trying to win through noise, the Sigma male is already 10 moves ahead without ever saying a word. That's the terrifying intelligence of a Sigma male. Thanks for watching. If this hit you on a deep level, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Leave a comment below. Let's talk about it.